Miss Wood's spazzy grammar, commas, Quizzy. Let's see what you learned. First, let's start with the rules. Here's a summary of all the rules that we covered in parts 1 and 2. See if you can fill in the blanks. I'll read them, you write them down. Notice that we gave you the first letter of most of these words, and there's an example to help you out if you're really struggling. Here we go. Number 1, items in a blank. 2, between two blank where the first does not describe the second. Faded blue jeans. 3, after or around blank. ing phrase. 4, after or around blank. Phrases starting with 2. 5, after or around blank clause. Starts with who or which. 6, after or around blank phrase which explains. 7, after blank phrase of 4 words or more at the beginning of sentences. 8, between two complete sentences and before the blank conjunction, fanboys, which stands for, and, nor, but, yet, or, yet, so. 9, after blank words at the beginning of sentences. 10, after blank and blank. 11, after blank and blank. Look at the examples to help you. 12, around blank. 13, after blank, blank, and blank, if followed by zip code. 14, blank phrase starts with not or unlike. Let's check your answers. The answers are underlined, and I'll read through them. Number 1 is series. 2, adjectives. 3, participle. 4, infinitives. 5, adjective. 6, appositive. 7, prepositional. 8, coordinating. 9, transition. 10, city, state. 11, day, year. 12, abbreviations. 13, street, city, state. 14, antithetical. Let's try some sentences now. We're going to add commas to these sentences. In my class, what we usually do is we write the word before the comma and then the comma. I'll read through them. You write them down. Number 1, either you may go with me or you may stay home. 2, together the jury votes on the verdict. 3, if anyone calls today, let him or her call back tomorrow. 4, stepping into the boat, Bill dropped the camera in the water. 5, the man who has on a plaid coat was eating a banana. 6, sailing on the Gulf of Mexico, the crew spotted a shark. 7, Marla said the soup is cold. 8, last summer I broke my foot. 9, horses, unlike tractors, must be fed every day. 10, Mr. Norton the millionaire lives next door. Here's your answers. Number 1, comma after me. 2, together, comma. Introductory word. Number 1 was a compound sentence. Put the comma before the coordinating conjunction. In this case, it's or. 3, today, comma. This is an introductory phrase. 4, boat, comma. This is a participle phrase. 5, man, comma, coat, comma. Put commas before and after this adjective clause that describes the man. 6, comma after the ing phrase, Mexico, comma. 7, comma after said to introduce the quote. 8, comma after summer for the short adverb phrase. 9, horses, comma, unlike tractors, comma. Notice this is an antithetical phrase. Put a comma before and after because it's in the middle of the sentence. 10. Norton, comma, the millionaire, comma, lives next door. Let's try a few more to make sure we've covered all our rules. Add commas to these sentences, but if it's correct, write C. I'll read them. You write them down. Number 1. Well, you know my opinion on the subject. 2. My address is 101402 Southwark Drive, Los Angeles, Big CA 90028. 3. March 15, 2000 is the Ides of March. 4. We visited Huntsville, Alabama on our summer vacation. 5. In his biography, Ross Perot stated he wanted to be president of the U.S. 6. At the beginning of the war, many people wanted to fight. 7. When someone asks you a question, answer him clearly. 8. Perplexed, she did not know the answer. 9. Before you have ice cream, you must eat your supper. 10. Yes, I like to exercise every day. Let's check them. Number 1, comma after well for the introductory word. 2, comma after drive, Angeles, but not after the big abbreviated state. Only a comma after the state if it's spelled out and followed by a zip code. 3, 15, 2000, when you have month, day, and year, put a comma after the day and the year. 4, Huntsville, Alabama, comma after city and state. 5, no comma. This one's correct. In his biography only has 3 words, and we would not put a comma unless there were 4 words or more in that prepositional phrase. 6, comma after a war, because you have 2 prepositional phrases together, and they're both more than 4 words. 7, comma after question, after the adverb clause. 8, comma after perplexed, which is a participle ending in ed. 9, comma after cream. Again, this is an adverb clause. 10, yes, comma, I like to exercise every day. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned a little bit about commas. If not, come back and review it sometime, and maybe you'll get to know it as you practice more and more. Thanks for watching, and happy comma placing.